Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Chinese Glam World. I'm going to be showing you all how I achieved this beautiful perfect cut crease eyeshadow look on this full tutorial. Please watch and learn something. Thank you. First of all, I started by cleaning up my face with the micellar water soaked in the baby wipe. Then I went ahead and used the V-Beauty primer, a beauty face primer. So I'm applying it on my T-zones. After that, I went in with the classic HD foundation and the Ezekiel foundation. I mixed both of them to get my exact shade. So I'm going to apply it all over my face and I'm going to blend with my beauty sponge. So I'm blending in the foundation into my skin. I'm blending it. You see that is the perfect shade of my skin. So I'm blending in the foundation into the face. So just watch. Come with me as I blend. So I just went out of my comfort zone this time around. I said I must create this cut crease eyeshadow look. I actually haven't rocked this eyeshadow look before. So I just went out of my comfort zone and said I'm going to rock this eyeshadow look this time around. So I started shooting this video in the night. It was around 9 p.m. So my baby was actually sleeping. So I started shooting this video. So you see, at this point, the NEPA took the light. So I had to switch over. I actually used the torch. So the torch was on my face. Then I used my phone to just record. So after that, they brought the light back. So we continued from where I stopped. So I used the Ferrari concealer palette. That's what I use for my highlighting. I apply it under my eyes, my forehead, my cupid's bow. Then I'm blending it thoroughly into the face. So after blending, I went in with my V-Beauty powder palette. I'm going to set the areas I just highlighted. Setting the areas I just highlighted. If you see, I'm actually in a hurry in this video because after they took the light, I was like, all my effort is going to go in vain. No. So I had to change over and I used my battery. That's my LED light battery. That's what I started using. So they actually brought the light back, so I had to continue with this video. So I'm using the same V-Beauty powder to set the rest of the face. So that's what I'm doing. Setting the rest of the face with the V-Beauty powder. I actually didn't do a wet. I like to actually use the foundation to actually do the wet contour before going in with my powder to just finish off the contour. I just like to do it wet, but in this video I didn't actually do that. I just decided I'm going to just do everything dry since I was aiming to achieve that eyeshadow look. So dramatic eyeshadow look. So I went in with my V-Beauty powder. I went for the darkest shades. I'm using it for my transition. So that when I'm going to cut the crease, it's going to pop very well. So I'm using it for my base. You can actually apply a base for this eyeshadow before your transition. You can just put in that eyeshadow base before using your brown eyeshadow to just smoke it out. So in this video I didn't actually set a base. I just used my brown powder to just smudge and just set the transition before I'm going to go in to cut the crease. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm still trying to make sure that both are the same. So I'm smoking it and then smudging it from the under eyes. So after that, now I'm going to use my Ferrari concealer palette. I'm going to use the concealer. That's what I'm going to use to cut the crease before going in with my eyeshadow. I'm doing a very dramatic cut crease, not just a very simple cut crease. I'm just doing a very dramatic cut crease. So come with me as I do it. So this is actually my first time trying this cut crease on my eyes. So I just said I must achieve this cut crease and I'm going to record it for you guys to see. So I'm actually doing it for you guys. So if you're aiming to rock this eyeshadow look, you should just watch this video and give it a big thumbs up. So I'm cutting the crease now. Cutting it. I'm trying to make sure that my hands, since I'm using a mirror, my hands are they're just shaky. My hands are shaky because I'm using one hand to hold the mirror, then I'm using the other hand to just cut the crease. You can see how difficult it seems because I do not have a standing mirror. So I just have to use a hand mirror, hold it with one hand, then I use the other hand. So there is actually no support. Normally I'm supposed to just use a standing mirror, then I'm just going to just raise my eye. I'm just going to lay it down, stretch it up, then I use the just use my both hands to just achieve this look. So if you're aiming to do this for yourself, you can just use a standing mirror just for you to stand, then you position very well to just actually get this cut crease in a very straight form. So you see that I'm struggling with it because I'm actually holding the mirror with one other hand. So I'm still trying to make sure that the line is straight. So as I'm cutting the crease, I'm trying to just make sure that it's very, very straight. So that's what I'm doing now. So after that, you see that it's actually straight now. So I went in with powder. I'm going to be using my powder today as my eyeshadow. So I went in with that shade which I just showed you earlier. So I'm going to place it on the areas I've cut. I'm going to just use it to set it down. So I'm applying it. You see that I'm just pasting it. I'm not dragging I'm not trying to lift the product from where I already set the base. I'm just placing it, tapping it gently. Just tapping it gently so that there are no cracks. When you tend to drag your matte eyeshadow, it tends to break. So just tap it in a gentle manner so you see the result. If it's a shimmery eyeshadow now, then actually you can now wet your brush very well, then you take the product because that's a shimmery eyeshadow. But this is a matte eyeshadow. Just all you have to do is just to paste it gently. So I'm smudging the end to make sure there are no harsh lines at all, make sure there are no cracks. So I went in for the other eyes. I went in to do the same for the other eyes. So watch my eyes, I do it. I was actually doing this as I was cutting this crease for these other eyes. I realized that they're not actually equal. So I tried to make it very equal to make sure that they are the same. So that's what I'm doing. As I'm cutting this, I'm looking at the other one to make sure that they are the same. So this is just a very dramatic cut crease. You can just cut your crease without extending the end like that. You can just cut it very simple without just extending it. I just try to create something very dramatic. That's what I'm doing. So I notice that they are not the same. I'm trying to make sure that both are the same. So I'm going to go in to set the other one as to make it the same as this other end. So I saw that the end was actually the problem. So I'm going to just cut it and make sure that it's looking the same with the other one that I already done. So you see now that they are the same. Actually, in this video, I was aiming that I'm just going to choose a song for this video, but I'm still battling with trying to get a song that when I post the video, it won't just come out that it's copyrighted. So I'm just still trying to learn very well, make sure that I get a perfect song that I can use for this video. So in case I don't want to do a voiceover, I can just easily place the song in the video and you enjoy yourself while watching it. So at the end of this video, I'm actually going to look for a way to just add a song. As I'm doing this voiceover, the song will be playing in the background. So you see I'm placing the powder also in this other one that I've done. So I'm making sure that they are the same with this other one. I'm trying to make sure that line, the cut crease, is very obvious. So you see that I'm not smudging the end. I'm just placing it on top of it so that the cut crease does not just cover. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm blending it properly to make sure there are no harsh lines at all. So I'm still trying to smudge, just trying to make sure that they are both the same. Afterward, I'm going to go in with that brown eyeshadow and a black. I'm just going to use it to smudge the inner corners of my eyes, my bottom lashes, just to give it that black effect. So that if there's any concealer that I've mistakenly touched that area, it's going to just cover up. So I'm going to use it to just blend the bottom lashes. So that's what I'm doing now. You can actually use this eyeshadow as your liner if you don't want to use the black eyeliner to line your eyes. You can actually use a black eyeliner, just depend on the way you apply it. So but in this video, I'm just using just the eyeshadow to just smudge the bottom. So after that, I went in with my black eyeliner, my carrot eyeliner, the black. So that's what I'm using to line my eyes. Since I'm going for something dramatic today, I'm going to just wing the liner a little bit. I'm going to just wing it a little bit. Like, I'm not really a fan of eyeliner, as I said in my previous videos. So I'm just trying to just smudge it. I'm going to just do something very easy, something that you can easily do on your own. So I'm winging it to the end. So I'm going to do the same for this other eyes as well. I'm winging it very properly. So I'm lining. You have to take your time to line your eyes. Take your time to line. And if you notice that there are mistakes when you are doing your lining your eyes, you can actually use the concealer to just conceal the part that you made a mistake. So in this video, actually, I'm not doing too much. I'm really focused on achieving that cut crease eyeshadow. So I'm still lining the eyes now. So I'm creating that winging in the front of the eye, in the inner corners of the eyes, and winging it out just to give you that elongated form. So I'm still winging. I went in to use my Mabrook. This is Mabrook eyeliner, so liquid liner. So I'm just using it to wing in the front of the eyes, just to give it that long, that wingy look. So I went in to actually draw my brows. I don't like to shape my brows because it takes a very long time to just grow a new one. So I just have to leave my brows that way. So I went in to use that liquid liner, carrot eyeliner brown, to draw my eyes, to draw my eyebrows. So I'm just using the Davis pencil to just fill it in. Please ignore the brows in this video. I don't know what I was doing. I was actually kind of tired because it's already 10 p.m. I was actually still doing this makeup. So I just trying to just film it. I couldn't film that part to the end because I was already feeling tired. I hope that at this point you have learned something. So when you check my previous videos, you're going to see a broad tutorial that I already dropped. So you just go ahead and watch and see how I draw my brows. So after drawing my brows, I went ahead to do the lipstick. So I use the carrot eyeliner, the brown color liquid liner. So I'm using it to actually line my lips. Please don't ignore the lighting in this video. I don't know what was coming up. They were just taking the light, bringing it. I don't know what their problem was. So I was just kind of trying to just hasten up. So I'm using the brown liner for this video and I'm lining it very gently. I didn't have a lipstick in mind when I was doing this video. I just thought of anything that comes to the mind. That's what I'm going to do as my lip tutorial. So after lining, I went in with that new shade which I showed you earlier. I went in with that lipstick because I already had this very cracked lip. It's unlike me to have a cracked lip. I don't know what is coming up since I'm like kind of feeling feverish. So my lips started tearing. so that's why you see that there are a little bit of cracks on the lips. So I'm just trying to blend in properly so that you don't notice the cracks. So as I'm applying the nude lipstick, I'm still blend. I'm smacking my lips together. So I did the same for the other end, for the upper layer of the lips. So I'm still trying to blend. Take your time to blend your lips. You see that I went in with that fluffy blush. I first of all used the first brush. It was not giving me what I wanted, so I went in for this blending brush. So that's what I'm using to blend the lips, so that you see that there are no harsh line between the brown and the nude color applied. So at the end, the brush was not actually giving me all that I want. I had to use my finger. So use my finger. So because you see, because of the cracks, I'm just using my hands to just tap up to fill in the cracks on my lips. So I went ahead to remove the setting powder that I used on the face. I'm blending it in with my blending brush. I'm removing the excess powder and blending it in. So I'm still blending in. I went in with another fluffy brush and I'm blending in the product so that it sits well into the skin. So I'm blending my whole face now. So I went in to contour my nose with the brown shade of the powder. I'm contouring my nose. See, I'm not doing something extra in this video. I'm just doing, this is a very simple makeup you can rock for yourself, you can do for yourself. You don't need to do much. So I'm just blending in the product into the skin. So I actually used the foundation to highlight my brows. I didn't actually highlight that much. I was just creating something. I didn't want the eyebrows to look like what they just drew. I just wanted to just have that effect there. So I just used the very white powder to just highlight the area. So I went in with my dark shade for my contour, and I'm contouring my cheekbones, my forehead. So that's what I'm doing now. After that, I'm going to go in with my classic blush. So that's what I'm going to use to add for my blush. So I went in with a very nude shade because I didn't want to do much. So I went in with my nude shade for my blush. So you see that I'm still contouring the forehead. So this is, I'm applying the blush at this point. So I went in to face my lashes after applying the lash glue on the lashes. I went in to face it. These lashes is from Che lashes. So I'm using the very short lengths. Facing eyelashes for yourself is kind of quite difficult. And you see that I'm using my mirror to make sure that it is placed correctly. So you can actually get someone to just fix it for you if you can't do it by yourself. So I'm using the Nuban Glow set. So that's what I'm using as my bronzer. So I'm applying it. You can apply any amount. This is actually the glow and the glow dust. So you have to just take a little, because if you tend to apply a whole lot on your brush, when you apply it, you see that it will just, I don't know, you just see the effect. It will be so much that it will be very hard for you to control. So you just have to just take a little and apply it. So you see, I don't like to actually contour my nose that much. I just have it giving that effect. So after that, I went in with my Blossom mascara. I used to mascara my under eyes. This Blossom mascara, if I tell you what he did to me just when I was doing this video, actually after applying it, I didn't just tint that part, that's the bottom eyes. So I had to look for a way to just make sure I clean it off. I didn't actually clean it off. I just used a concealer to cover up that part that it's stained. Sorry, maybe I didn't apply it correctly. Maybe that's why I did that. It's actually a very good mascara. So I went in with that Huda Matte lip clear gloss. That's what I'm using to gloss my lips. See that glow that Nuban Beauty is giving. I just like the glow dust, how the effect it gives. So I set my face with the Crease Beauty setting spray just as it can melt all the powder on the face. Then I went in with this shimmery illuminator, just ta-na-na, and this is the finished look. See how gorgeous I'm looking. I hope that you learned one or two. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always watching my videos, for engaging. And if it's your first time of coming by my channel, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for showing me so much love. I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye.